Welcome, everyone, to Analytics Are For the Nerds, a comedy football podcast because football is in season. Let's go.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the
film festival. It's just a golf clap, right? They don't actually give you like a real clap. I feel like it's very, high society. They're not going to give you
Yeah, it's like a queef clap, like
I'm never gonna get that image out of my head. We've
like that Moana.
Very clear 101 in this biggest foot in the mouth draft. And the 101, it's very clearly Rex Ryan, because that guy has definitely put some feet in the mouth.
That's so good.
100%. Guy loves feet, his white feet.
Good. Big feet.
Lots of feet in
Little
the mouth.
feet.
I'm sure.
So many feet. Long live Dolly Parton.
Hold on, I gotta look up how she
Is not
is.
you're looking? Wait, do you not know who Dolly Parton is?
No, I know who she is. I'm just trying to see what she looks like now.
She's still with us.
No, I want to see what she looks like now because like 10 years ago I would have. Oh, I still would. 100% still would. Absolutely. How old is she? She's got to be like 80, right? Are you judging me? I can't see you because I'm looking at Google.
That ticker. Let me see.
You're
And
judging.
the double mustache and that is fucking gross. So, welcome.
I do want to be clear, though, that I have earned one, and Lou is depressed. There's a big difference. Lou is still trying to convince 16-year-olds he's cool, and they keep telling him they don't want weed from him. They can get it from anywhere.
We don't want weed from Louie. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Louie. How are you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Excellent.
It's awesome to be back together. As I don't know when the last time we were all together for a podcast, but it's probably been 4 or 5 weeks, right? Like, I feel like we've done canceled a couple. We've had a couple with just me and Rye. I think we had one without. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool to be back together. Cheers to you guys.
Great seeing you guys. The last time we were together was actually, and I know we have someone writing in already, was at the Sabres game. It was Series 2, Game 1. And
right.
So we won that game. Very excellent game to win. And when I saw you guys got to try on some of my big rings. All right.
I don't know if Ryan did, but I tried that. Where's the 4? Do you have 4 now?
No.
Oh, I thought you had 4 for some reason, but 3's good. And yes, I got to try it on. Maybe the reason why you don't have 4 is because they stole the one.
Yeah.
No, that was the coolest I've ever felt. I do have sausage fingers, so I couldn't even get it over my pinky knuckle. But bling bling, I'm loving that you're adding to the collection.
All right, I want the audience to respond on this. Is it not unacceptable to walk around with only one? I mean, you got right. Allie's got to wear all 3 at all times. I mean, that is the power move. It's like walking around if you're Mike Ditka or something, or Tom Brady, right? It's like Tom Brady. Why would you just walk around with one of your 7 rings? Like, I think I would just take them all.
Yes, it's very chic. And then for just audio listeners, I am wearing my 3 championship rings from the Bandits, which is the NLL professional team, which is the National Lacrosse League. But as we talked about at the KeyBank Center, is that my last name is Brady, and I have half the rings that Tom Brady has. So I'm good value Tom Brady. I just want to point out how exciting that is. It is, Louis, you did wear it on your pinky finger, and it was on your, I think your the nail of the finger, which was very chic.
Barely got it over the edge.
I did let Ryan. I let him I let him try on the ring, and he let me use his saber sword. I got to hold the football talk. We're talking football. Someone's talking about, but I used the saber spear thing, and that was very exciting. So maybe that's the secret.
I had the most embarrassing. I had to delete the video. I asked Ryan to send me. I chugged. Ryan was gracious enough to let me try to chug a beer out of it. Now I will say, and Ryan, you could back me up here a little bit. The actual design of it does not really help chugging. It is hard to chug.
Yeah, I will say this, think of Beer Fest Das Boot, right? You got the bubble, you think about that. It's also very deceptive because you want to, you're like, oh, I'm going to chug this thing, right? And your inclination is to house it, right? You can't do that. It's all over your face and your jersey. The first time I did that, it was a mess. So yeah, you were definitely a rookie, but you know what? Now you have a little bit of skill, and I think you learned some things, and now I think you can do it. So good for you.
Until Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
It's very silly. It's like I thought it'd be more round. It's more not cylinder. It's like squished a little bit. So I can imagine it's almost like a lava lamp. You think you're going to turn it on, it's going to start being cool, but it takes about 3 hours to heat up that stuff to really make a difference. So I get it. Yeah, it's such an odd shape, but long live the Saber beer stein or beer sword or whatever we're calling it. But
we have our Canadian friend in here. He's mad that we're talking football because he has been following us on our other podcast, the Sabres podcast, and a very loyal listener. So I will say, great game yesterday. It was a wreck. I think it's been funny today, and we'll touch base just a second on this game. It's been funny today on how internet has been like, the Habs fans think that the ref screwed them. The Sabres fans think the ref screwed them. I just think it was a bad officiated game, but whatever. A win for the Sabres, and we're getting a great series out of this, so that's been fun.
I like how you made it sound like you were a ChatGPT robot. The whole puck behind the line, and then Tage's crazy bonker shot. It was such an amazing game. And to our Canadian listeners, you guys have an amazing team. You're playing so well, and you guys are so much nicer than Leaf fans. So thank you for being so kind. So
wait, can I got something for you. I got something for you.
A nice Leaf fan.
No, I could do this here. I think I found a way to do it. Can I do it? Window, yeah. All right. Hopefully I don't have
are you making
any,
it?
Yeah. Let's see. But did I figure this out? No, maybe I didn't. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. This is the attempt, and I cannot believe I'm sharing this in public. Wait a second, because
audio listeners, we're going to watch a clip of Louis drinking from the beer sword. That is an adult man who has a child. Wow, that is.
It's so bad. I did good with the amount of beer I drank in a short period of time. I did not get it all in mouth. I got seasick watching that, just watching the beer go back and forth. I mean,
I'm now a lesbian, so thank you. No, that's fun. It's a lot. It's very large. It's very awkward, and I love it. It's so.
That's true. That is true.
Thank you. Though I will say, if you've ever looked at Plumer's eye, he has beautiful eyes, and he's also tall, which he has that above me. So
you have never said anything close to that nice about me ever. And he's not even here. I am one of your best friends. We go for walks. We hang out, and you
did a pitch a friend event for him, didn't you? I mean, come on.
And then bring this up to Plumer. Plumer and I, especially when I was going through a hard time of being in between jobs, he helped me off the ledge a lot. And we went through miles of walking around the city. So, but long live Chris Plumer, who is also, you will hear him or see him on the Sabres podcast, which is on Tuesdays, and man, hockey in May,
Mondays or whenever, but it's Mondays. But it is what we have been doing a bunch of them during the playoffs because the need is there, and if we weren't talking about it on air, we would be talking about it in the group chat. And also we have Canadian friends now that if the Sabres lose, I shouldn't say when, if they lose, we are just going to become a Canadians podcast. So
yes. And then P Bray 1038, 2 minutes for spillage. You were correct. And that was a lot of that beer is not cheap. And it was, I think it probably was Molson realistically. So and then for anyone who's watching, I did do a little spoiler a couple weeks ago. occasionally when these guys talk and I'm just in another land, I do paint my nails. So here's the before. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, we have a nice Dynasty Superflex mock draft to do.
Ooh, I'll paint
Just
the
the right
toenails
amount of
as well.
time.
All right. So, if any new listeners, this is called this is a segment called Everything and Nothing. And this is where I talk about pop cultures to make sure these guys are well aware of everything that's going on. And so are you too. Sometimes it has to do with sports. Sometimes it has nothing to do with sports at all. Just whatever I find interesting in pop culture. But this week's involves sports and Ryan's strong point forte. It involves the law. So we are going to talk about Tyreek Hill and this new lawsuit that's going on. And I know you guys, I asked you if you knew anything about it and nothing so far, right? You guys don't know really anything going on with Tyreek Hill. And it's not about an ex-wife. This is interesting. So everyone, Tyreek Hill, football player, obviously. So a new trial is going on. And this involves a model, actress, Instagram something, takes pictures. She's hot, whatever kind of person. Her name is Sophie Hall. And in 2023, Sophie signed up her 10-year-old son to Tyreek Hill's football camp for kids. And she gets a DM. This is going to be a lesson for everyone. She gets a DM from Tyreek Hill, and it just says, not. And she says, not what? And he said, not 6'1". So Sophie Hall is she's this beautiful, I would say she's plus size. Like she's got one of those flat stomachs, big butts, big boot. Like she's 6'1", gorgeous. And she's 6'1", and that says on her profile. So she's like, yeah, no, like I'm 6'1". And he's like, listen, you're going to be like towering over everyone at this camp. And then he says something like, she's like, yeah, like I'm going to your football camp with my son in a couple weeks. You'll see me there. And he's like, hey, I've been known to be a good stepdad. So a little IG flirting. Okay.
He's not even a good stepdad to his own kids. He's got like 20 kids and he's not even a good stepdad to them.
Terrible. That's terrible. And this is on her because if she just did anything with fantasy football, I don't know, Google, she would know how bad, especially in 2023. Okay, so fast forward a couple weeks post kid playing football. I'm sure he was very attentive to the kid and not to her. And he invites her. Tyreek invites Sophie to his house to while he's doing some training. So she goes and she is there with his mom, his sister, and a friend, and he's getting trained. He's learning. He's doing some moves with a football trainer, and he's doing drills, right? So as all people that flirt with ladies that they're trying to have fun with, he's like, hey, let's play. This is a very bad Tyreek Hill impression. Hey, you want to do a little football drill? And she's like, yes, Tyreek. I'm going to stop. So he's like, I'm going to be offense.
This is literally isn't this what Wayne Newton did in Vegas Vacation? When,
it is exactly
same playbook.
I mean, it's like you invite somebody over and like, this is what I do good. And I'm a home improvement. I own a home improvement company. You come to my house and like the door doesn't work. The doorknob falls off. I'm like,
oh my god.
I literally had a girl that I dated once text me 6 months after we were done dating. She goes, did you fix that railing yet? And I was like, ooh.
Louis, you need to replicate or recreate that "Good Morning Julia" video with like stuff in your house. I built this with my bare hands. You remember that?
Oh, it's a roof. I will say for Louis' company, he fixed a roof and a leak in my house, and the house is still no more leaking.
Yeah, the company's great. The guys that work for me are wonderful.
They're all good.
They're really good.
But I'm not.
Fine. Yeah. It's fine. For one shingle on my roof, it cost me about $40,000. That's a good deal, right?
Friends and family.
So Tyreek Hill is like, I'm going to show off to this lady, gorgeous, right? And he's like, I'm offense, your defense, hike. And she's 6'1" and big. She's big. I'll say that she's big, right? She's tough. So she basically shoves him.
Wait a second. Is she big or is she big?
Can you also, while I talk, can you Google, because she's gorgeous. So just do a thing, just for audio, or for anyone just listening.
I'm asking for you to answer that question. I'm asking for you personally.
She's 6'1", and she's she's thick, but in a good way. She's got a big booty. She's got small. She's like smoke show.
Beautiful. Okay.
She's not 10 pounds. She's right.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't want to say what you want, but it's okay. You get it.
Listen.
Okay. I love confidence in any form.
No, like I do a whole bit about this. Okay, whatever. But so offense, defense, she's defense, he's offense. She shoves him. He kind of like wobbles and falls, and his mom, his sister, and his friends start laughing at him. And he's like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. I'm Tyreek Hill. And he's like, all right, okay. Embarrassed. She said he's embarrassed, mortified. So he's like, all right, you're gonna be offense. I'm gonna be defense. And then they hike. There a dog comes in and then like it runs away, and he's like, all right, let's do the play over again. Once again, she's offense, he's defense. And he shoves, like he basically does, like, it gets her. She falls back, feels immediate pain. And he's like, oh, you're fine. Let's walk it off, ice it. You'll be okay. Rest a little bit. I'm in sports. That's all you got to do. So she spends a couple more days with him and then heads back home. 3 days after she comes back from his place, she goes to the doctor because she's still in pain, and they say she has a broken leg. Now, 7 months after this, Sophie now sues for intentionally and maliciously charging at her. This is Ryan. This is where this is your fun stuff.
Yeah, I noticed a couple legal words thrown in there. Intentionally, maliciously. Yeah, that's
right.
Let's go.
And I know, right? So she's because she said he maliciously did that because he was embarrassed. So that's why he did it, right? And she's suing because for assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress and negligence. And Tyreek has a duty to be careful when engaging in sport-related activities, right? Because he is Tyreek is saying that Sophie is to blame because she was negligent for engaging in a drill with a professional athlete. And actually, her injury came when the dog ran out on that third drill and they had to stop the play. Now, Sophie wants some things stricken from the record that the jury will not hear. And this is where it gets interesting. Thank you for everyone who's listening. So Sophie's attorney is trying to prevent the jury from knowing that she has an OnlyFans account. She has had relations with prior relations with NFL players, and they did not. She's trying to also cut this that they had sex with no condom after the incident. And then the next day, even after that incident. So she wants.
Yeah, it's a good thing nobody knows about this.
Yes. Now Tyreek is trying to say that he's trying to strike from the record that he has had prior incidences of violence against sexual partners or relationships. So very interesting. One is that after you break your leg, you have sex, which to me, I don't care, unprotected or whatever. And she wants it, because you don't want to say that I'm careless, but I can imagine a broken leg and engaging in it. That would be very painful. And then Tyreek's. So hot take. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I have a lot of questions about this, but the first question. So you're describing to me essentially a scenario where Sophie Hall is shutting down Tyreek Hill. So my question, where the hell was Sophie Hall on the night of 13 seconds? Because it sounds like the Buffalo Bills could have used her. And she was too busy flaunting her ass on Instagram. And really we got beat. All right. So listen, I love that she wants to like strike from the record that she had been with previous other NFL players. Like, I wonder if the theory of liability was like, listen, she probably did drills with other guys too. Like, she should have known better. She was probably all up in other guys' house doing drills too. This actually is not like Wayne Newton. I think it's actually more like Wedding Crashers, right? Like the first,
I was thinking that too.
It is more like that.
Getting drilled, not running drills.
Well, just like being outside and play the football and where he's crushing, where he hits Vince Vaughn. Like that's
what we do. Crab cakes and football, baby.
Yeah. I legit. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I find it interesting that if I just watch a lot of I'm not an attorney. You've gone through just so many years of schooling, and I can't imagine what the bar exam looks like. But Ryan, if I were to assume anything, which we all know what assuming does, but my take would be the judge would allow any evidence that Tyreek has been bad or has had prior instances of violence against women would be allowed because that shows, right? Like
no, typically not. No, you can't use prior bad acts to prove that you're likely to, or you acted in conformity with those bad acts. You're not allowed to do that. That's typically not allowed.
I just failed that law school bar exam question.
So I just think they're only allowed to let in, or only should let in, what's relevant, right? And truly, what's relevant to whether or not she broke her leg in this. Was injured. That's, so I could understand actually why the sex part might actually have some relevance to that, right? Because if she's claiming that she has this debilitating pain, right? Now, does that change the nature or the status of the fact that she's got a broken bone? Supposedly, no, but it might go to pain and suffering, future pain and suffering, right? If 30 minutes after it, but then she would argue, while she's still in shock. So yeah, we're getting way too legal on this. That's about where I'm going to recuse myself and get back to the football talk.
But they've allegedly had sex the day this incident happened or occurred, where she broke her leg. So that night they had sex, and then the following night they also had sex. So that's where it's interesting. I find it so interesting. Just
I have so many.
I will say it. I stubbed my toe. I'm out for the count. So I don't. Godspeed this queen Sophie Hall for getting through it and moving. Louis, you're. I
have so many things.
You have to go potty.
No, so many things.
Yeah.
Okay. My daughter has eczema, and one of the patches is pretty bad right now, and she noticed it and freaked out. I heard her crying, and I go, "What is wrong?" And she's like, "My eczema." So she was covering her shoulder when I walked in, and she goes, "No, you can't see it." And I go, "I'm not gonna do anything to it. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need to see it." And she was like, "No, I don't want you to." So for 10, I had to legit pin her down, pull it up, put a little Aquaphor on it. We're all good. I got some things with the Tyreek Hill. First, when I got up, did you guys see that I'm recording in my underwear? Or did I cover that up? No, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that did not. I'm sorry.
Our numbers just increased, by the way.
Yeah. You mentioned Ryan's scholarly, what he's good at, and all this stuff. No one's asked me about how school's been going, and guess what? Just finished on Monday. School's out for summer, bitches, and a 4.0. That's what's up. When I say that, so I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to put that out.
Is that out of 4 or 100?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the.
So how many tries is this? Okay, no. Seriously, congratulations.
Nice job, Louis.
That's huge, and it's not easy, and you have a million things going on. So congratulations to all our non-traditional students out there. on your first spring break.
I hate that I'm like in an old person category. It's like when my ex was pregnant, she was a high risk pregnancy, and I was like, well, that's just mean. That's not nice. All right, I have a couple things about the Tyreek Hill thing. The one, Ryan, the 13-second line is the funniest thing you've ever said, and that's so great. When I was looking while you were talking, Ellie, the first tweet that came up, and I don't know if you mentioned this when I was upstairs, but the first tweet came up says Tyreek admitted to touching her breast, citing a tall woman fetish. Dude, what? That is just so weird and whatever. Man, it's
wait,
so
wait,
dumb.
time out. What's weird about a tall? That's literally a model. By the way, she's literally a model. 6'1" is a Cindy Crawford's my fetish. No,
I
like
think she's a very attractive woman, like you said, and I have no I don't know if you know what my normal type is. I know you know my current girlfriend, and she's maybe not that type, but my normal type is usually a little bit more thick. So I'm not shaming her for that, but compared to Tyreek Hill, like he's like a little midget. I mean, he deserved it. I would wonder if he's not going to countersue at some point about him getting hurt, because man, I feel like he would wreck him. This is a really, I like that you brought this up. I'm going to be into this.
We will, because we have to talk stats and stuff.
Yeah, we will eventually talk.
But I love. I just thought this story was so good, and it just started in court. So stay tuned next week when we dive into more law. And then Ryan, you and I separately offline can talk about Alex Murdaugh and how he just got acquitted.
Yes. I thought for sure when you said law that was coming up. But yeah, that's we need a separate. It'll be for Discord subscribers only, which we don't have. We will do a separate episode.
We have a lot of subscribers, actually. We have 600 and something subscribers. Just so you know.
I mean on Discord. On Discord.
Oh, on Discord. Yeah, we're getting to that.
So for everyone else, we will talk more about that stuff. So if you're new to listening, that's where I just take over and talk about whatever I want to. Sometimes it's sports, sometimes it's law, sometimes it's just about weird facts about animals. So
before we get to football, can I ask if you had, at least if we didn't talk about that for an hour, did you have Diggs and Cardi B on your list? Because what is going on there? I kind of want to, but next episode we'll do it.
And they just had another incident, and it was at like a
coffee shop. They were like fighting.
Yes, I love it. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
I love Cardi B though, and
you've been gone so long that I don't even know if we've really dug into the Rossini Vrabel stuff. So we have,
and then oh my gosh, guys,
so much. I know. I'm sorry. We got to talk football, but that's we have yes. Maybe we do a whole next episode. We just doing everything and nothing.
No, we did. We talked about baby Michael. We did all that stuff.
Okay.
And now there's another thing. I know. And now we're going to talk about football. My last statement is allegedly. It's on her Instagram, so it's not alleged. She did post a picture with her husband. They gave each other smooches on Mother's Day, which was just a couple days ago. So I don't know why I need to post. If I ever post a picture of me kissing anything except my dog, that I like someone it has a gun to my head. Okay,
yeah,
so anyway,
we do need to get away from football, but I'm just gonna say they're in open. They are absolutely that is an open relationship right there, and
he's such a cock.
Absolutely, that's what's going on right there. It's solved. He's kissing her in broad daylight.
Yes, it's okay.
I know we haven't talked football, but this is my favorite episode yet.
Let's just keep saying. I know we haven't talked football, but Ryan, I like your haircut, and Louie, is there anything back there on your mantle? Okay, so let's talk football while I paint my nails, everyone. Let's talk Superflex, and we're gonna do a little fun thing as I get my thing a little super. Well, we're gonna do a first round Superflex mock, and after each pick, I want you to give a trade compensation you'd hope to get if you traded that person as a current player. That makes no sense. I feel like I just read a teleprompter. But Ryan, Louie, do you understand what I'm trying to get at?
I do. Yeah.
Duh. Okay. All right, Ryan, do you want to go first?
Sure, I guess. I mean, it's the easy the easy pick here to start off. I'd say in 99% of your super flex drafts, you're still going to get Jeremiah Love 101. It's a very important position. And he's probably going to be a workhorse for many years. It's a lock-in pick. I think if you're going to move that, it has to be for probably like a different position. It's like where you're super set at running back, and you're lacking at maybe quarterback, right? So what quarterback could you get for Love? I mean, I think you can get somebody pretty good because he's already, I'd say pretty, considered pretty highly. I would say you could probably get somebody like Jaden Daniels right now for Love if you have the right seller. He has a bad second season. Now you have to be the believer in Daniels as the buyer, but I think that's about fair value, and it's a huge upside shot that you could, would pay off massively if he's the next like Lamar Jackson type quarterback. So
I think it's a little high, but I like what you were thinking about. I think I just have Daniels maybe a little bit higher than you do. But
no, I'm saying it'd be a stretch. I don't know if you could do it, but you might find the right owner, right?
I when I thought about this, I'm glad, and maybe I hope that you're on the same thing as I kind of try to do a different position for each guy here. And my guy for Love was Jefferson. So like, like a top end wide receiver. Yep. Number 2 for me would be in a regular tight end premium. I mean, in the 2 tight end leagues, that we are in a lot, for me, he's the 1-1. But even in the 1 tight end premium leagues, I just think Sadiq is special. I think he's going to be Bowers, and I think he's going to be really, really good. So I have him at the 1-2 in this. I would try to trade. If I was trying to trade the 1-2, I would try to trade him for like a guy, maybe Nico Collins level, that maybe like a second tier of wide receivers. But I wouldn't be doing that too much because I love Sadiq.
And it's funny. It's like I hate both of those players, so it's like I'd sell both of them for something else. But yes, I get it. And Sadiq might be the guy. I'm a little bit skeptical. Because they're already talking about his teammate is supposed to be the next best tight end. So I mean, come on, you're getting, what is that, mogged, right? I'm not young enough to be able to use the word mogged, I think. But anyways, let's go to the 103 in the Superflex. I'm not a Mendoza guy. I think in this spot, I would rather just secure who I think is at least my number 1 wide receiver. But I'm going to go with Carnell Tate. Now, Tyson has been getting a lot of buzz, and I understand that. And I think in redraft, I'm certainly going to be all about that. And even in Dynasty, if he's there, but I'm still Tate over Tyson. The draft capital was there. All leading up to the process, it was pretty consistently Tate. And then if you go back to even last year, he was solidly in the top 10. If you want to move the 103 for a pick, I mean, in a tight end premium, you're not getting any one of the top guys, like a Warren. If it were a single tight end league, I mean, of course you could get that makes more sense. He's up there in value. But what I would say is you may want to look for someone like Egbuka. You might be able to pivot off of this. And if you're not sold on him, you could say, well, I saw Egbuka dominate in the first half of the year and then maybe he got injured. So that might be a decent flip if you still like the position.
And then just to cut you off for a second, Ryan, if a listener, if you are not sold on Egbuka yet, you have not listened to this podcast for the last 55. Right. So, but great picks, Ryan. Louis.
Yeah, the 4. I have Tyson over Tate, but I do have them both over Mendoza now. I didn't feel that way early in the process, but I do now. And I'm slightly Tyson over Tate, and that's in Dynasty. I think they go right now. They're going right together in redraft, and I'm kind of trying to mix my exposure to them. But in Dynasty, I am taking a pretty hard stance on Tyson over Tate when I can. But I don't mind if Tyson goes before. I don't mind taking Tate. So whatever. Tyson would be my 1-4. And I did the thing that I'm going to go to like another position of need. What you would be looking at if I needed a quarterback, I think that would be like Brock Purdy. is a good comp there for the 1-4 and Jordan Tyson.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna shoot for the moon. I'm gonna take Fernando Mendoza here. I mean, I think that's the obvious pick. You got to take him here. I think that's the farthest he should slip. I think in worst case scenarios is here, unless you get a super slappy, Judarian Price team. But I will say this is a bit of a stretch. Now, it might be cheating. But you're going to have to. It's not going to be. I don't think any owner will really do a 1-for-1. Maybe somebody would. But you might have to add a little bit to this. But you have a Mendoza pick. I mean, you have a first overall pick in Raiders. Somebody believes in that. Could you get Dart? Could you get Lawrence? Could you get Nix? I mean, not Lawrence for sure.
Maybe Nix. Maybe Nix.
Nix, I think for sure. And
I think I would do that, to be honest. I think I as the Mendoza guy, like I think if I was a Knicks owner, I would trade for Mendoza right now.
I would too. I think some guy would rather have Knicks, and I wouldn't even hate that so I think that's about fair value. And so that's kind of fun to think about.
For sure. I would be Price here next at the 1-6. I think that's kind of where he should go. There's one guy that I don't think you'll take with the next pick that I would maybe based off of position value might go here, but I wasn't a big Price fan coming into the draft process. He obviously struck gold with draft capital and a position and place with Seattle. So I think he fits here at the 1-6. If I was looking to trade the 1-6, I think like Harold Fannin in a one tight end premium league would be kind of a good comp. One of the not those top three guys, but maybe like tight end 4 to 6, maybe even Warren. But that little range, I think you can get here for the 1-6 if you wanted it.
Yeah, I know who you're thinking about for the next potential pick. I'm not going to take Stowers here. I would see why you're not even thinking him. Okay. So my pick here is Mekhi Lemon. I think there's a reason why he was being discussed in the top 3. His getting dinged for ending in Philadelphia. I don't understand that. I mean, I think AJ Brown is as good as gone. And as soon as that happens, everyone's going to start getting more excited about Mekhi Lemon again. And just like, why can't we process that? That basically is going to happen. So I like the prospect. I like if I have, one of the later picks, just, getting to take him. And if you're looking to move off of it, I think for sure you could get Marvin Harrison for him right now. So I think somebody would take, somebody's willing to sell Marv. You're going to find a Marv seller out there. And if you're a believer, go get that. The only other one I'll say, and this one might not get a yes, but he's close enough to Ladd McConkey to try and take him too. We had a down 100%. Year. And I think I would rather have Ladd straight up, but it's close too.
I had Ladd as my. I had Ladd as my comp for Mendoza at 1-5, so I think you're fine.
It's right.
Yeah,
it's close value.
Yeah, I think you're fine there. No, the guy I would go now at 1-8, but I would have went 1-7 and even considered earlier. I'm all over Ty Simpson, and I didn't love the player. I hated it. Really, I hated him. And I mean, how I talked about this draft class. It was 3 guys for me and nothing else. And the spots have changed that a little bit for me. And, I mean, who would have thought McVay would have taken him, but anything attached to McVay. And I don't think we're 2 years, 3 years away. I think we're 1 year away. I think, Stafford has one more year in him and he goes to the sunset. So I love Ty Simpson, especially on a team like that middling team that you would usually have here at the 6, 7, 8 team. You might be good at quarterback and could wait a year. If you have a guy, I like my comp here though, because exactly the point I just made. If you are okay at quarterback and you're a middling team, maybe go get a Jared Goff if you needed a quarterback for this year. That type of level quarterback. I mean, I don't even know if anybody really else fits in that Goff tier. I think he's a little bit below Purdy. I can't really think of anybody else I'd want to put in that tier. But if you needed a QB this year, I think Jared Goff would be a good guy right there.
maybe Kyler Murray if someone's down on him. I mean, he's going that range in ADP for best ball drafts, so he's probably about there market value wise. Yeah, that's a good one. And it's funny you mentioned that because I had a scenario in it's an 8-team league, which with big starting rosters and big, big starting lineups and huge rosters. So it makes it kind of fun. It's a different, style, but I had the second pick by trade and the 8th pick because I won the league this past year. So I had the decision of going Mendoza at 2 and then whatever receiver I could get at 8, which was not going to be great, or take my pick of the receivers. And then what I did at 8 was go Simpson. And so, I think it's a nice arbitrage play, and you're betting on the offense too, right? You're betting on the LA Rams and Sean McVay, which I love. All right, so we got a next pick here. I am going to go Stowers here. I mean, especially in a tight end premium, I think he's the obvious pick. In this range, could you flip? I don't think you could, but no, nobody's. There are kind of people that are down on Fannin, right? I mean.
A little bit. I just use them as a comp at 1.6, so I don't think you're crazy.
So I would do. I mean, Fannin in a heartbeat. Like I love the idea of like just buying into him as a profile. So yeah, I would. But if you're probably not looking for a tight end there, you're not going to go tight end for tight end in all likelihood. So if you're looking for a different position, like a wide receiver like Waddle, right? And you win now.
That was my guy. That was my guy. That's perfect.
Oh, that's great. That's
my guy. Yeah. I literally had him written next to Stowers at 1.9. All right, let's blow through this really quick. At 1.10, I would be here. Casey Concepcion, and if I was looking to move it on, Javonte Williams was like a guy that I picked.
All right. Next one, I'm going to just reach here because this is just the Wild West. I'm going to go Jonah Coleman. I really don't like him from a dynasty perspective, but I just think he's going to pay off enough like in a year that you could flip him for something better next year. So right now, what could you get for him? I mean, I don't know. Running backs are hard. You're probably going to want to go different position. I'd say maybe he's worth like, could you get, would you flip him for BTJ? Somebody would flip.
I thought you were going to do it again. My comp for 111 was Bryce Young at quarterback, but BTJ is pretty good. I think BTJ is probably a really good price there too. Just to finish off, I'm glad that we don't have to put Denzel Boston in this. He was my 12, but I didn't have Coleman. So I'll go Cooper here at the 12, and I will use Bryce Young as my trade comp for Cooper. So do that so we can move on. But it was fun. That was cool. And now let's try to do this in 8 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to do this very swiftly, right, gentlemen? We'll make this fast. So anyone new to the pod, we do a fun little game called Who is the Idiot? And this is where Ryan and Louie have to convince me that they are not an idiot by giving me the greatest take on whatever question I ask that I created. Now, first question, football related. Who is the idiot? Which rookie is going too high and who is going too low? Now I'm going to ask Louie first. All right, who's going too high? Who's going too low?
My high is Mekhi Lemon. I know that you like him, right? I just don't love the spot. You said that same thing. A lot of people don't like the Philly spot. I don't like Hurts. I don't like the player. I didn't love the player. He was my third favorite player, and then he went to the third best spot. So that's why. And then too low, Simpson. We talked about all the reasons why. I just think with McVay, that could be a really, really good hit starting next year. So you have to wait on it, but I think Simpson's going to be maybe an elite quarterback for years. You can get him in the second half of the first round in a really bad draft class. I think that's great.
So for anyone who just tuned in, Louis thinks that OJ Simpson is going too high. So okay, perfect. No, good takes. Ryan, who do you have for too high, too low?
So I'll say in best ball drafts first, I'll say nobody goes too high because the rookies are really fairly priced. In rookie only drafts, which is what I think Louis is asking about here, not in the broad landscape of best ball drafts
I'm asking.
Yes, that's right. I will say every time this player goes, and it's funny, it's Chris Bell right now, because I feel like he has this like mystique about him, but he was the second of the two receivers that they took. I mean, nobody was really steaming up to get him. And I don't know.
He wasn't. Chris Bell wasn't the second of the two. He was the first.
Yes, Douglas was the first. They took
No, he
Douglas
wasn't.
before him.
No, I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Okay, you keep going. But if he's wrong, he's automatically the idiot.
Yeah, I'll take
You
that.
guys have to kiss. Weird.
Go ahead, but keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay, go on.
In the third round, 94th. Yeah, Caleb Douglas in the third round. Yeah, they already took Douglas. So yeah, so now Louis is definitely the idiot for challenging me, because he's the idiot because I'm always right. No, I I think he's going too high for too low. I'm gonna go with Damon Claiborne. In best ball drafts too, I think he's going too low. He's undrafted in some drafts, but like it's an ambiguous backfield, Minnesota. All right. You have to beat out Jordan Mason, who's not good, and Aaron Jones, who used to be good but is no longer good, and is old. So I'm all about that profile. He was a 6th round pick, but I'm in on that 100%.
Great opportunity too.
For
I
sure.
like it.
Yep.
All right. I'm just writing my notes about this really quick. That was said by Ryan. Okay, so now it's the third question, and this comes directly from me.
Sorry, second.
I'm looking at our time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna do so our second question, but this one is me. Are we okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Unless let's see if you guys can do this quickly. Wait, second question. Give me a 30 second take. Who is your favorite late round dart throws?
Who first?
Okay,
Louis go first.
Malachi Fields, Justin Jolly, both of them for good opportunities. Tight end out of Denver, he doesn't have anybody in front of him. Malachi Fields, second wide receiver in New York, probably right away. Like them both.
All right.
I'll throw late round dart on San Francisco running back, Kalen Black. I mean, it's always good to invest in Shanahan running backs at any time, especially for free cost. And then for vets, Troy Franklin, underpriced, Tank Dell also. And then for super deep sleeper on tight end, Theo Johnson. I know Likely is there, but they basically play a different position because Likely is a receiver. He's not a tight end. So Theo Johnson is still going to be out there, in my opinion.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I think so. It's a bit hot. Lukewarm.
So now this the tiebreaker is I'm going to give you a question for any new listeners. I give the third questions. My question has nothing to do with football, or it could be whatever I want to do. So my question is, I hate shitty jokes. I hate like low-hanging fruit jokes. And men always, and I love men. I do not shit on men. I think you guys are like, women can only be as happy as men can. Saying that, and vice versa. Men make shitty jokes about when women get bangs. They're like, oh, you something stupid up. You broke up, you gonna get bangs. Well, bitch, I got bangs, and I think they look cute. Now, convince the audience how cute my bangs look.
Who's first?
Louis, you've been you know what? I'm gonna go who I think is struggling on this. Ryan, you go first.
How am I struggling on this? Come on.
Oh, you'll hear.
Uh-oh. All right. All right. Well, here's my pitch. Here's my best pitch. The only pitch I could do as to why bangs look good is you cannot be an audio listener. That's unfortunately, I can't help you there. All right. You gotta watch on YouTube. You gotta like, subscribe, comment, share them. And I already said subscribe. Do that again. All right.
Okay.
That's my answer. And I'm
podcast. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Ryan's gonna be the idiot because I got the perfect thing for you. I have something simple and quick.
Yeah.
And say that what you want to move it on. And this is the best answer.
Okay.
And it is because I noticed. And that is why, because when you got them, I was like, Allie, I know you're mad at me every time that I don't realize you got a haircut, but I realize it and it looks fucking good. Did I not say that?
You did.
Yeah, Ryan's the idiot. Tell everybody.
Okay, so because Louis said that, and actually our friend Rick Matthews, friend of the pod, also brought it up at a show we did with another friend of the pod, Sean Murphy, and he said, "Hey, like the haircut. Louis did bring it up at the Sabres game when he tried on this said ring. Here's the thing. Ryan, the only reason why you're the idiot this week is because you said Damon Claiborne like you were a very white man. You were like, Damon Claiborne, and you were a little afraid to say it.
Ryan does get like that a little bit.
To say it.
He does.
How would you pronounce it? It's not
You get a little pinky. You put a little pinky up sometimes. You get a little Williamsville, and we're a little hood, okay?
Yo, Louis and I know I'm great value Tom Brady, and
listen,
bro, I didn't
Louis
go.
Can't even pronounce American names, and I get Damon.
Here's my next question, actually tiebreaker.
I take it away. I'm about to hate this guy now. He's about to be one of my lowest exposed players because I can't think about the sight of drafting him because I can't say his name. White. I say his name too white.
It's so good.
This is amazing. By the way, both did such great jobs talking about what's going on in football. And this draft class we talked about earlier, even a couple months ago, it's hard to talk about it because they're good, but they're not. It's not this like wow kind of moment. It's not interesting. So you guys both did a great job. So saying that, I am making an excuse for you both because I don't like ever talking ill about you both because you're both so smart and you know what you're talking about. So in that great light, we are going to give our best excuses to get out of something draft like I just did, listener.
Can I tell you why we're doing this week?
Please, because I hate doing biggest idiot because you both are so good and I hate it.
So Ryan and I were at the Sabres game with you, and we saw you. We were at the Sabres game, and we were talking about this podcast, and we're like, we hadn't been together in like 5-6 weeks.
Yeah,
and we were like, I was like, I don't know if Allie wants to do the podcast anymore. And go, how funny would it be if she just did a different excuse just every week for like 2 years? It was just like a running bit, but we wouldn't let you go officially. But you just
I love it.
Doing a new one, and we were just like, it would be so great if she just continued the bit. And we just kept on like. We would still promote you as part of it. You would just
truth be told, we should have done this with Kyle. We should have pretended that Kyle would be on next week. Be like, oh, I'll be here next week. That's funny.
I will say, as it's summer, I am a professional sailor because I like Ryan's friends. I am white.
I was going to say you can't make fun of him for saying Damon Claiborne and then I'm a professional sailor.
Yeah. Saying that though. Okay. You guys should go on the boat and race and see how like bonkers and fun and cool it is because it is a sport. It's an Olympic sport. So if you want to see me doing cool stuff with the wind, that sounds so.
What is it called again? It's called like a something race. What was it? What's the terminology? Race? A what?
Sailboat race?
No, you called it something else earlier when we were talking about it. What'd you call it?
I'm so nervous that you're going to say something weird.
No.
Sail.
No, it was like the technical name of it. You were like, oh, we have a.
Yeah, I don't know anymore. I'm afraid to say.
No, say it.
I don't think you did. Did you? I didn't.
You didn't talk like it. It was you described like what it was. You said it was like a something race, like a
sail race.
No, you said something else. All right, we'll get to the bottom.
All right, let's go on. I got the order here. It's Allie number 1, Ryan number 2, and I'm number 3. So Allie, what is the best excuse of all time?
Someone I care about died.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to get out of anything. And I feel like the next 2 years, I want to just bring up how I have 0 grandparents alive. So if ever there is a time for me to pull that card about just how I need guidance and I'm in a weird spot and my mental health is not good, it's because I don't have because someone died.
Yep, that's great.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
All right. I think it's fine. I just went more for ones that didn't involve actual bad things, like things that could be traced back of being not true, like keep it ambiguous. I think the best excuse is you just blame the kids. I mean, it doesn't have to be. If you have kids, you know what it's like. It's like, oh, yeah, the kids. Okay, that's it. You don't have to say anything more. It's like when you used to be able to go to Canada and cross the border, and all you'd have to say was hockey, and you get across. That's it. You just say the kids, and everyone understands what you mean. That's it.
Yep. Love it.
So I had 3 that were all first round picks, and you took 2 of them. When you said kids, I think kids sick, whatever. Like, so we can't do that. I think you just said kids. I'll give you all the kids excuses. That's fine. And I knew you might take that because you're the other one with kids. The other one with this did not go here, and I'm gonna go time of the month. Time of the month.
That was
that is such, that is the best of the best, right? And no one can question it, especially men. Like, men, you would be like, you could use it every week, and a guy would be like, oh, I guess. He's like, weird cycle, but sure. I mean, like, it's perfect. Time of the month belongs as a first round pick. I'm weird. I don't want to say time of the month again, but I don't want to say anything weirder. With my I always got to bring the mood down on this podcast. I talk about my dead dad a lot. Tomorrow is his 10-year anniversary of his death. It's not sad. It's fine. It's cool. But I figured I'd honor him in this draft for that. And he was bald, and he would always his dumb dad joke would always be, sorry, I can't. I got to wash my hair. And it was so dumb and brutal, but very, very good, dumb dad joke. And I figured I'd give him a little.
Can we just all take a moment to appreciate the fact that Louis wanted to honor his dead dad, but he didn't want to give him the first of his 2 picks. That had to be the time.
I didn't like him that much.
He had to get the number 2 pick.
And I also shit on the joke. It also said it was a bad joke.
Also, moving on to that, just you just did your dad's impression, which is very meaningful as a comic, and you went, my hair has to be washed. Can you do your impression of your dad just saying like, hey, we're having spaghetti for dinner? Can you just do what is that sound like?
The only joke.
I
swear to God, the only joke and you've heard it a million times, but the only joke I think I ever have told on stage that reference him saying something is when I called him out about having Match.com, which was so true. And when I say it, he goes, oh, it must have been some kind of mistake. So I think that's just my dad's voice. I think it is. I reference it the same way every time. So I don't think he talked like that at all, but
no.
All right.
Fix the roof, $60,000. No. But also, here's to Louis' dad. Thank you for bringing Louis into this world. We love you, Lou. Okay, Ryan, what do you got? You're thank God you're Supreme Court trying attorney. What we got?
All right. So, have you ever been stuck in traffic and that prevents you from getting somewhere you didn't really want to go in the first place? I mean, if you're from Buffalo, probably not, because we don't really have that here. But if you were ever somewhere else visiting someone and that prevented you from doing something you didn't want to do, you might understand. So that's my second pick, traffic.
I love it.
Yeah,
my second pick for best excuse goes, hey, sorry, I can't have sex. He broke my leg playing.
That's good. That's good. Call back. That's good.
Okay.
Good job.
And then I'm making this up right now because I do love an excuse. I will say this. Many of us have had this, but I love the meeting has run long, because it does happen. The meeting has run long.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There's a lot of disclaimers on this one. It's not for the very serious cases, but when it was around a while back, you just say COVID. You just say COVID.
That's
it.
a good one.
You had COVID. You got to stay away. It's pretty much not that way anymore, but that's, you can get away with it for a while.
It's now the rat poop.
Hanta. You got the Hanta.
Hantavirus. Louis would say.
I shouldn't be. There's too many times.
We should say it more like Hanta Fanta. It should reply.
He says MAGA, not MAGA. He's like Hanta virus. Hanta. I can't wait till he says Hanta virus.
How does he say Demond Claiborne?
Less white than you. Less white than you. Okay.
There's so many things I should not say publicly on this podcast, especially knowing the people that listen to it. But I'm going to say this when it was true. When I got separated, my ex-wife and the reason why I had an ex-wife both moved on the same day, 3 houses from each other. Not even joking. And luckily, they both asked me to help them move. And luckily, I truly did have COVID, but that was the best case of COVID I could have ever gotten because that was going to be a really awkward decision. All right. So I cannot believe I got this. I made the choice to honor my dad. I feel like I could have done that here. And I gave this pick up. But how has diarrhea not been said? I mean, the diarrhea was the one that was the best way to call in work all the time because nobody would question it. You just could say it. Nobody wants you to come. And I worked in restaurants my whole life. Nobody wanted to be like, yeah, you're shitting yourself. Come on in. So diarrhea, great excuse. I have a couple other here, but I'm going to finish it with this really, I promise, Allie, it's quick story. I once was getting audited.
I hope your number 4 is constipation. I hope diarrhea.
No. It's a quick story. I was my business was getting audited by whatever workers' comp, and I was freaking out about it. And the night before the audit, I looked up the auditor's name on Facebook, and she did not have a public profile, but her profile picture was a picture of a cat. So I purposely went to the meeting 15 minutes late. That morning, I took a bunch of pictures of the cat that I had, perfectly fine and good. Took a bunch of pictures of my cat, Jenner, and I purposely went 15 minutes late, little bit of fake tears in my eyes, and said, I'm so sorry I'm late. I had to rush my cat to the vet this morning. I don't think he's going to make it. And that sympathy got me out of a really bad audit. So am I the best person that you ever met or the worst? Probably the worst, but great story. I'm not saying it's my proudest moment, it fucking worked. Brian. I'm going to have to delete this whole episode from the internet.
Can you add the word allegedly to that?
Yeah, allegedly.
Please. Allegedly. Okay. We just saw the Alec Murdaugh case.
We're going to find out that Louis actually has 23 cats in his house for this reason, so he can use this as excuses at any time. What's
your cat's name? Trevor? What was it?
Jenner. We didn't when we got it. We didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. Even better. That might even be better than the story. All right, good.
You had to ask, Allie.
You're just giving me more reasons to get canceled today. Go
on. All right. My last pick is going to be just internet problems. Like if you're work from home, like you lose power. I mean, what are you going to do? Your whole internet infrastructure, you can't turn on anything. You could join calls, but and you have your phone, but I guess that's a small thing, I guess.
That was actually on my list, Ryan, because it was going to be, Louis wanted to talk about his dad. I wanted to talk about you, and it was going to be your internet. But I'm making excuses. Let's see. Wait, professional sailing sounds real, so that's a good excuse. What's my final pick? Okay, because I'm the only. I'm making it. I'm going to say the dog.
They come so naturally to you every Wednesday. How do you know?
Lady problems. I'm going to say lady problems. Okay. Just general. Does that work? I don't know. My that kind of my hair washers taken. Best excuse is because you're having this doesn't happen to me because I'm very happy. I was gonna say no, that's
This is my favorite part of the whole episode.
I was gonna say like relationships are weird, and then but I'm like, no, they're like very healthy. My remember when my dog like, jumped off a table because apparently my cooking's really good, and he's like, get me out of this kitchen. And then his spinal cord had he had a thing, and then it was like wrapped, and then I had to do a stroller for him, and then like I just had to see.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. A couple of weeks ago, when you bailed last second because you had to go to urgent care, and then you posted that you were at urgent care, and I was like, man, that's commitment to the bit. She just went, took a picture. She didn't want to spend the hour with us, but she spent 20 minutes going to urgent care, took the picture, put it on Snapchat, went home. 40 minutes.
Back spasms. I had back. It's very boring. But
Ellie has earned the back spasms badge at the Well Now clinic.
No, this one's so dumb. But if anything happens to my dogs, I will give me any excuse. Like, I don't care. Your cat, your dog, bird, anything. Long live animals. They get the number one spot in anyone's life. So that and this. Okay, so that was our best excuse draft, everyone. How fun was that? If you are new to the podcast, we always end with a fun draft. Usually we're more prepared, but we were making excuses for not being prepared. But that was so fun. Guys, I miss you. It was so fun. It was so fun.
That was really one of my favorite. I think that's going to go down as one of my favorite episodes.
So good. So
what the fuck was that puppet thing?
Puppet Pete. If in Western New York we have a AAA baseball team for the Blue Jays. So hi, and one of it is we have characters that represent Buffalo. There's a celery, carrot, chicken wing, blue cheese, and beef on whack, and ew. We like to zoom in on that. And audio listeners, just think what a close-up of a beef patty would look like. It's not good. So everyone, thank you for listening to Analytics for the Nerds. We are a comedy dynasty football podcast, but thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate you. So tune in next week when Ryan and I talk about Alec Murdaugh and Tyreek Hill, and we'll talk more football. So thank you so much, and go Sabres. Bye.
That's a good one, right? For Pete.